What if you could design an entire luxury jewelry collection, rings, necklaces, earrings, bracelets, all with one consistent identity, materials and mood? Usually that means long design cycles, multiple iterations, and separate workflows for products, models, and visuals. In this video, I'll show you how I designed a complete jewelry brand collection and then turned it into campaign-ready visuals using a single ImagineArt workflow. So the first thing that I did is I defined the brand's visual identity. I started by writing a prompt about the brand's logo and the brand's visual identity. Then I did a couple of tries with the Image Model Nano Banana Pro, and I got these results based only on the prompt that I wrote. Then I wrote another prompt, more detailed, about the brand concept, and I connected it to the AI Copilot, which generated a much longer and much more detailed prompt. I then connected it to the Image Model Nano Banana Pro and to the Image Model C Dream. And at first I had uploaded these few images as a reference for the look and feel and for the style, so like a mood board. And I connected those images to the Image Model, first Nano Banana Pro, then C Dream. And then I got these results, which were based on my longer description and on the references. Then I did another try for the logo, and I wrote a prompt that I connected to the Image Model Nano Banana Pro, and I used these previous images as references. I wanted to see only the logo from this image and only the logo from this image, because maybe I would like to continue with some of them later on. Then the next step was the actual jewelry design. So I started by writing a prompt for a necklace, for earrings, for a ring, and also for a bracelet. And I used these previously generated images from the references for the look and feel that were basically defining the brand's identity. I connected them to the Image Model Nano Banana Pro and to the Image Model C Dream. For each product, I did 2 different tries with these 2 different image models to see which results I like more and with which results I would like to continue. So I connected each of my prompts to these 2 image models, and these were the results for the necklace. I then used these results also as references for the earrings. Then I used the earrings and the necklace as references for the ring. And in the end, for the bracelet, I used all of the above as references in order to have the exact same style and shape and materials. And yeah, this was my full jewelry collection. I decided that I liked the results from the Image Model C Dream more than the ones from Nano Banana, so these were also the ones that I used as a base for the next generations. So the next step were the e-commerce shots, where I wanted to generate a bit more professional images of these products, and I wrote 4 short prompts specifying which product I would like to see. So the necklace, the earrings, the ring, and the bracelet, and I connected each of these prompts to a combined text tool. And I also wrote another prompt about the white background pack and the type of e-commerce product photo that I would like to see, and connected also this prompt to the combined text. So I had 4 different texts for each product, and these were the results for the necklace, for the earrings, for the ring, and for the bracelet. So again, as you can see, very consistent style. And then I wrote another prompt about angle variations, and again I used the combined text and I connected the angle variations prompt to the combined text tool and also each of the prompts for every single product. And again, I had 4 different prompts for the 4 different products. And here you can see the different angles of the necklace, of the earrings, of the ring, and of the bracelet. Then the next step were the luxury brand shots. So again, I wrote a prompt about a lifestyle flat lay, and I described the type of composition that I wanted to see. And I connected my prompt to the Image Model Nano Banana Pro, and as a reference image I used all the previously generated product shots, so these ones. I combined them all and added them to the image model, and I did 2 variations with Nano Banana Pro and 1 with C Dream, but at this point I liked the ones from Nano Banana more and I decided to proceed with them. Then I wrote another prompt about an on-model detail, so I wanted a close-up detail of all the products worn by a female model. And I used my previously generated images, these ones, where all the products are featured. I used them as reference images, I connected the prompt, and I did 3 different variations, and as you can see, the products are super consistent and the model is also very realistic. And then I generated also some horizontal views, again with the same prompt and the same references. Then the next step were the campaign visuals, and I wrote a prompt about a hero campaign image, or also like social media images, and I described the whole composition, and I connected the prompt to my image model, and here I also added a couple of reference images, and these were the references for the background where I wanted my products, my jewelry, to be placed. And I did 5 different compositions for each background. For all of them, as a reference image, I used this previous composition where all the products are visible. And these were my results in a vertical format. I also generated a horizontal format from all of them. And then I decided to create some more dramatic visuals, so like statement visuals. And I wanted to have this dark background with a dark fabric to create a more dramatic effect. And for these images, I used as a reference all the previously generated ones. And also for the on-model shots, again, I wrote a prompt about a more dramatic visual, and I used the previous model shots, these ones, as references. I connected them to the image model, and I got 4 different results. Again, the model is wearing all the jewelry pieces, and they're all very realistic. And then the last step were the videos and the motion assets, and again I wrote a prompt about the jewelry in motion and about a cinematic close-up, and I used the video model Dance and Cling, and as start frames I connected these previously generated images, and these are the results that I got. Then I also wanted to generate some on-model jewelry videos, so I wrote a detailed prompt about what exactly I would like to see, and as first frames I connected these images of the female model wearing the jewelry, and I connected them to the video models Cling and Dance, and here are the results that I got. Then for the next videos, I wanted to see each product separately, and I wrote a product reveal animation prompt, first for the ring, then for the necklace, then for the earrings, and then for the bracelet. And here are my results of the separate product videos. Then the next videos that I wanted to create were with a bit more surreal material transition. So I wrote the prompt that I connected to the video model Kling 2.5 Pro Turbo. And this is the result that I got of the transition. Or also this one. Or also this one with a more dark and dramatic vibe. Then for the next video assets, I wanted to see some abstract luxury fashion animation inspired by the jewelry. And again, I used the video model Kling 2.5 Pro Turbo, and these are my results. So as you can see, the transitions are a bit more unusual. And then for the last videos, I also wanted to see the on-model shot. So the woman wearing the jewelry and in this dramatic lighting, also with some fabric flowing around. These are my results. And what I love about this workflow is that it's not just about speed, it's also about consistency. So from product design to on-model videos, everything stays within the same visual language, which is usually a big part of building a luxury brand. And this kind of system lets designers and brands focus more on creative direction and less on repetitive productive work. If you want to explore this workflow yourself, comment AI and I'll send you the link. Thanks for watching.